I have worked in different departments, and it is only in the psychiatry department that we take a long history. Like, we ask questions starting from what happened when you were born to give us an idea of what could be going on now. And that made me understand something. Sometimes what we think is the cause of our stress or the source of our stress is usually not the source of our stress. Sometimes you need to think deeper. I've seen cases of people who come down with a mental health concern, and at the end of the day, you realize that this is something that actually happened, and there's something that happened in their childhood that triggered it. So when next you're so stressed, or you're repeatedly stressed, or people are telling you are always like this, you always react this way, you always respond this way, you're always moody, instead of thinking about, it's because my boss didn't like me, or it's because the money I was expecting didn't come, maybe it's time for you to think deeper. Because if you keep responding in the same way to different issues, it may not just be these different issues that are your triggers. It could have been something, maybe a trauma that you may have been exposed to when you were much younger, or something else that's happened that can explain how you are, that can explain why you are behaving the way you are behaving. Okay, so it's time for you to think deeper. And one thing you can do is by keeping a stress diary. A stress diary is just something that helps you to keep track of patterns. It can be as simple as recording. Let me say, today I felt low mood, and this was what happened. So in a column, you'll be like, event, next column, how it made me feel, and the other column, how I responded to it. So when you keep record of these on a day-to-day, it helps you to analyze, or helps you to recognize patterns, and once you recognize these patterns, you can say, so I react this way when people say these kind of things to me, not just when they say any kind of thing to me. And when they say when they use this particular words, so when they say this kind of things to me, it rings a bell that maybe these are words that I've heard somewhere in the past that caused me repeated trauma. Okay, so that is the importance of a stress diary. So if you're wondering, or you're still thinking, why am I behaving the way I'm behaving? Why am I doing the way I'm doing? Why am I reacting the way I'm reacting all the time? Why are people complaining that I'm different and this or that? Maybe it's time for you to keep a stress diary to try to address the root cause. Sometimes this may not come really, really quickly or easy to you and I. That is where a professional comes in. Okay, that will help you unravel things that you think you may have buried, or you think you may have forgotten, but when they start speaking to you, it starts making sense because you find the connection. And when things start making sense, know that your healing journey has actually begun. So in this Stress Awareness Month, I'm encouraging you to be in control and take charge of that stress. And I'm also inviting you to join us at the upcoming Stress Management Summit Africa on the 10th and 11th of April. Check the description below on how to join us.